Hey guys, this video will be all about spider gel. I will be reviewing it and doing a little demo. I am testing this out for the first time. I got both the white and the black from one of my students named Krista. She's always super sweet, giving me some nail art, and I've never played around with this, and I finally got around to testing this. I noticed that the spider gel is a very thick consistency gel, and it does really great with keeping its shape. So when you apply this on the nail, it works amazingly to do really fine and very unique lines. Now, what I found works best for me using spider gel has been dotting tools, because there are some very thin fine dotting tools, and it works great with that, and that's what has been working for me. I also use a very thin brush. If I can find the link to that brush specifically, I'll link it down below. And I spray them with alcohol first. I did not top coat these nails yet. I simply put 2 coats of color, and I'm using alcohol to dehydrate them and cleanse them, because I want the gel to really adhere to the nail, and then I want to top coat it on the top to seal it. So I'm just showing you, I am cleaning my dotting tools, and I'm putting alcohol in a little damping dish. The reason I clean them is because I have to clean them before and after every use, because sometimes it just has some really stuck on either acrylic paint, nail polish, or whatever I'm using them for. So I always want to clean them so I don't, contaminate the color I'm going to be using. So I'm going to be using this white for the blue nail. One tip I can definitely give is always have the container as close as possible as you can to the nail, because the longer you stretch out the spider gel before reaching the nail, the thinner the lines will get. So if you want really thin lines, that's fine and it works, but sometimes it goes so thin, like right now, that it breaks. So you want to make sure you get it as close as you can to the nail. See, right now it was breaking, or it was getting too chunky on one end, so it wasn't even. So it's just trial and error, honestly, to figure out how this gel works and what tool works best for you with this gel. So anytime I felt like the lines were getting too thin, I just went over it again, and I try to work fast, because if you don't work fast, the gel will just lay down, and then that's when you get little thick ends like I got right now. So I'm just cleaning them. The great thing about this is that you can cure it if you want to now. Like if you're very clumsy and you'll probably mess up this design before you get to the end of the design, I would just flash cure it, which means cure it for 10 to 15 seconds under the lamp and take it out and continue with your design. That way you really can't mess it up. Now this is the brush I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure I either got it from AliExpress or Amazon, so if I find a code, I'll link it down below. It does really beautiful thin lines, and you could do it even thinner if you really choose to, but I wanted it to be more visible for the camera as well. Now with the brush, I did notice that you don't have as much control of the gel. Like I would move it, but the bristles will move a little bit, so maybe if you find a more stiffer bristle brush, it would work better. But when it came down to using the dotting tools, I had a little bit more control with it. So it's really, your choice. And if you know of any brush or dotting tool, or just in general any tool that you recommend that you have tried with spider gel, or any kind of very thick consistency nail art gel, please let me know down below so I can test it out and try it. I would like to definitely try out different types of tools to see what works best for me. So far it's just the dotting tools. And that is how the blue nail turned out with the white. Now I'm going to be using black on silver, and as you can see, these lines are a lot thinner, simply because I'm using a very smaller dotting tool. So the smaller the size dotting tool, the finer, smaller the lines. But like I said, this is my first time trying this, so I mean, I know if I really do practice a lot, I can make all those crazy geometric lines and make it look so nice. But I just wanted to test this out because I've had it in my drawer for such a long time, and I've been wanting to try it out, but it's one of those that you put on your drawer and you forget it's there. So I finally got around to it, and I really do like it because there's those clients that want really fine, you know, lines, and you sit there and you're trying to figure out what brush works for you, or you're cutting down your brushes to make them thinner so that you make thinner lines. But with this, you can honestly do a really pretty straight thin line, and it's easy because you can just clean it up and cure it when you're ready. You don't have to rush or to feel like it's setting right away. It only gets hardened and it cures when you put it in the lamp. And like with this design, now looking at it on the camera, I probably could have stopped like right there. That would have been such a nice, simple, clean design. But no, I just kept going, you know, adding stuff on to see where it takes me. Just to do it. I mean, playing around is how you figure out what you like and what you don't like. But I did notice that, I don't know, maybe it's just because I already tried the white first, but the black just seems so much thinner. Like it seemed like easier to work with and to move around, thinner lines than the white did. And that's usually because, just like regular hard gel or acrylic, when you use white, it's a little bit harder to work with because of how much pigmentation there is in there to make it white. But that might be the case in here too, or it might just be I just got used to working with the spider gel. Maybe that's it. But either way, it's good to play around with this. I can see this on an orange nail for Halloween. It would be super nice. Now, what I am doing, I don't suggest you try unless that's the look you're going for, but I've seen this with toothpicks. So if you have toothpicks at home, which I did not have in my studio, if you have toothpicks at home, I highly recommend you grabbing a bunch or even grabbing them in a line with your fingers and going across, making even beautiful lines. So I didn't have that, so I used the dotting tools. Even before this, I had some forks laying around and I put them together and I tried it with forks. That was way too thick. That's not the look I was trying to go for. But it looks like glaze, like when you have a cinnamon roll bun and you put glaze on top. So it looked pretty good. Now I'm using my two favorite top coats. It's the Gel Bottle Extreme Shine and the E.D Couture shiny top coat, and that's what I am using to top coat all my nails. Well, actually just the blue and the pink are gonna be mattes. So I figured that out after I applied the shiny top coat. It's just the look of it. I did not like it shiny at all. It was just something I personally didn't like. So I did top coat them all with the shiny top coat, like I said, but then I seen the look and I wasn't really feeling it, so I went back and used the matte top coat on the pink and on the blue, and the design looked amazing. So for a solid nail, I highly recommend mattes with spider design on top. That would look super pretty. Here I try to do half and half. I did half shiny, half matte, just to play around to see the difference in how it looks, and I really didn't, because I couldn't decide on that one. But I realized it doesn't look nice shiny, at least in my opinion it didn't. And that is the outcome of the nails and me playing around with spider gel. Of course, the more you practice, the more you do this, the nicer, cleaner lines you will get. I did really like this, and stick around because I will be showing you where you can buy it. Not specifically this one, because this one was a gift, so I have no clue where it's from. But if you stick around, you will see some that I've researched. So here is just a clip of a video of a client's nails that I was doing. I was doing her nails and I totally forgot to take a picture, just like I always do with all my clients. But thankfully I was recording this because I told her about the spider gel, and she's like, hello, try it on me, I'm here for that. So she let me play around with her nails, and I did kind of like a leaf type of vibe nail, and she just let me do whatever I chose to do on her nails, and I am just showing you that design that I did. It's not the full video, it's just me playing around with the spider gel, just so you guys can see different techniques, different ideas, designs to get inspired, or if it helps in any kind of way. And that is how it turned out. I simply just clean it and then I matte top coated, and that is her design for that nail. You can always add glitter and stuff. So this is one of the sellers that I found on AliExpress. It's from 97 cents to $1.69. They have 7,103 reviews, 4.8, which is awesome. And I love this little video clip, so I wanted to insert it just because it shows you how many different ways you can apply it, which is pretty awesome. And I love that they're doing that. And they're using a dotting tool on this one. This is like a spider web, so it's a really pretty cool design. So I recommend this seller just because I looked into it. I seen the reviews, I seen the pictures, the quality is pretty decent. There's plenty more, but this is one that I decided to put in the video. And look at all these colors. They did not have this when I first got the spider gels. They have that beautiful blue, oh, my favorite color. And they have a ton, like glowy, they have shimmery ones, they have like ombre ones, like that turn different colors depending on temperatures. It's so insane how many different colors they have. So I would definitely say look into the colors that are most popular for your clients and definitely give them a try. I mean, they're really inexpensive and it adds a nice accent nail and something you can upcharge for your clients, or just to have really pretty nails on yourself as well. So I really hope you guys like this video, and if you want to see anything else, go ahead and comment below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys soon.